Well, it's looking like Joe Thuney will play the 2020 season under the franchise tag and count just about under $15 million against the salary cap. I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. According to Mike Reiss, the Patriots and Thuney are not close to a contract extension. They're the same place that they were back in March. Does this surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't surprise me that he's going to probably play on the tag, and I think a lot of it is kind of where the state of the league is right now. When you get this late in the process here, there just aren't a ton of teams that have the cap space at this point after free agency, after the draft, to then go out and trade for a player with a $15 million cap hit, especially a player that plays interior offensive line. We're not talking about a premier left tackle here. We're talking about a premier left guard. So it doesn't shock me, and also from Thuney's angle, 15 million bucks and just by signing on the dotted line sounds pretty darn good. So it's a really good deal for him. It's a really good deal for the Patriots to keep one of their best and most dependable players around at least for one more season as they try to work this out. And they have until July 15th to reach a contract extension. That's the deadline with tagged players to reach a deal. Other than that, if he doesn't make it in that July 15th window, then he will become a free agent at the end of the season, or he's still eligible to be traded at any point.
What would a contract extension for Thuney look like?
Well, I think that Mike Reiss really floated around an interesting idea of giving him a 2-year deal that gives him a little bit more longevity, keep him around for a little bit longer, but it's not a commitment of 4 or 5 seasons. And I think the biggest thing that players are running into right now with these contract negotiations is that the league is so petrified of what the coronavirus is going to do to revenue that it's scary to then go ahead and give a player 40 million guaranteed, 50 million guaranteed, when we don't know if the revenue share, the revenue pie next year is going to be the same as this year, $10 million less, $20 million less, or significantly less. So I think that that's the biggest sort of hiccup in these negotiations with guys like Thuney, guys like Jamal Adams, is what does a deal look like right now with the coronavirus going on, and what's the league going to look like from a cap perspective over the next couple of seasons. But I think the one way that the Patriots can really save a lot of cap space, and we know they're tied up against it right now, is by extending Thuney somewhat to lower his cap number from that 14.8 million down to something significantly less by spreading those cap hits over multiple seasons in the future. So I think that really the best case scenario is that Thuney just stays put regardless of extension or franchise tag. And I like that Mike Reiss said that there's a very slim chance that he'll get traded, because I think he is truly one of the best players on the team.
In your opinion, you just said he's one of the best players on the team. What do you think that the Patriots should do, how long they should lock him up, and what your expectations are for Thuney within this offensive line?
Well, I think it really depends on how they view it. If they view it through the prism of Isaiah Wynn's on his rookie contract, so we're not paying a left tackle $15 million a year to protect the blind side, so we can pay 2 guards big time money. Because remember, they just gave Shaq Mason that deal 2 years ago for significant cash. So do you really want to invest that kind of capital in your your interior duo at the guard position? It's a lot of money to spend on interior offensive linemen. But at the same time, if you look at it, you say, okay, Isaiah Wynn's on his rookie deal. Right tackle Marcus Cannon is probably going to be gone after this year, and we're going to get somebody in there like a Yodny Kajust or another rookie who's also on a cheaper deal as well. So maybe you can allocate those resources somewhere else. I would love to see them keep Thuney. Last year, he was the most valuable player on the team, not named Brady or Edelman. So that is all you really need to know of how good of a player he is. He has missed, I think it's something like 30 snaps his entire career. He started every single game. He's never missed a game. He's never been hurt. He is very seldom beat in pass protection. He's a very solid run blocker. So this is one of their better players, and I think the Patriots are showing you that dependability, that leadership, that consistency is something that they want to reward moving forward, and want it to be clear that a message to the rest of the locker room that this is the type of guy that gets paid here. And I think that they would like to keep Joe Thuney around.
Well, for all the rest of our Patriots and NFL coverage, check it out on our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Patriots Press Pass.